It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Houston Texans. Coming up next.
On a wonderful fall afternoon in the state of Texas, the roof is open, and we've got football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Houston Texans. Brandon Gaudin joined, as always, by Charles Davis. CD, it's been a tough few years here in Houston. 4-4-3. Those are their win totals the last 3 seasons. But in is DeMeco Ryans as head coach. What do you think he brings to the table?
And it's interesting you brought up the number 3 because DeMeco Ryans is the 3rd head coach in 3 seasons for this team. What he brings to the table: toughness, organization, and hope. He wanted to be the head coach of the Houston Texans, the team he played for.
And then for the visiting Saints, most people might not realize this. You talk about defenses against the pass last year. The Eagles' Super Bowl team, they were number 1. But coming in at number 2, these New Orleans Saints.
Remember, they're led by a defensive-minded head coach, and he plans really well on that side of the ball. Want to see if they can continue that and find some firepower moving the ball on offense.
From the set. Ready.
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Ready.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. We'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves them needing about 7 here on 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 4th down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Saints to take over for the first time. And here's the new man under center after 9 seasons as a Raider. Derek Carr is the guy.
It's going to take some time to adjust to seeing Carr running out in a new uniform. Instead of black and silver, it's black and gold. 35,000 yards and over 200 touchdowns with the Raiders. The Saints more than willing to let him air it out all game long to a talented group of pass catchers in the Big Easy.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. To throw his Carr. Looks like one of the DBs has it. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Pierce now up the middle. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 9. Now this throw caught left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy is covering you. He's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. He can't get him down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as they'll take this down to about the 3.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
1st and goal from the 3. They'll bring a tight end in motion. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. Here's Pierce. Going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Able to get away. Texans. Tegan Quattoriano from 3 yards out. And the Texans post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
This is where, as a tight end, you've got to really sell that this is a run. They're going to fake the give, hope the linebackers bite, and here they do just enough. That split second, that's all it takes for that tight end to leak out into the end zone. Touchdown.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive that time of 6 plays, and the result, a Houston touchdown. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Olave motioning to the left. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, it's Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost gets the football, and the Texans scoop it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now out comes Houston. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission.
Let's go now.
Following the fumble recovery, Stroud. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Alante Taylor showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
The second down throw now from Stroud. And his throw is incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
A 49-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Carr now on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. On first down, Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Johnson, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Second down and 10.
Carr going to throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Carr again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll get this out to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. The Saints in the hurry up here. Clock continuing to roll. Carr to throw on second down. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And the Texans are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half, Stroud. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away,
This has
Coach.
certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way. We were witness to a solid first half from this year's number 2 overall pick rookie, C.J. Stroud. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger, as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half. Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. To throw, it's Carr. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points in the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. Over the middle and complete to Shaheed. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Carr. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. nightmare on 3rd and goal. He's sacked, and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
This taken in right around the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. Trucks over him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Play action. Stroud now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
On the bootleg, Stroud. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Still on his feet. He may go. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce, 70 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. When they dialed up that 4th down run, something tells me they didn't envision it hitting all the way up in the end zone.
No, I think you're right about that, but how many times do we witness short yardage runs, stacked defensive front, everyone pressing the line of scrimmage?
Yeah, there's not much help on the backside there.
If you pop through, there's no one back there, and we just witnessed it there. A long sprint to the end zone, probably looking around wondering, where did everyone go?
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner?
And he works free. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's still on his feet. Alvin Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, 74 yards. And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They've done a good job of holding him down in the 1st half, but he explodes for a big one right there.
Yeah, I've got an image in my head of him being surrounded by a bunch of people, really, with ropes and other things trying to keep him locked in. But eventually they got tired too. And just as you noted, he broke out.
And it's a guy that usually you can only keep down for so long. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. First down, they go right back to Pierce. Taken down at the 42.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, ready?
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Here's Stroud. That's complete to Pierce.
Oh, that's
What an effort. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. 54 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Here we go.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Dameon Pierce with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because
the ball is out. Kamara fumbled it.
wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base and scoring.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Here's a 2nd and 5. Here's Pierce on the counter. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's Carr. He gets it to Thomas. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Olave over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. From midfield, here's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
What now?
Again, it's Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 15-yard line. One final try now for Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points.